Let's take a look at our wake-up weather with Amber this morning. Amber, the big concern was wind, so how are we looking right now?
All right, you can see the winds are still really gusty, so it's not quite over just yet, but we will begin to see their winds relax as we head into the latter part of the day. But right now, you can see our wind gusts are still in the 30-mile-per-hour range for Camarillo. We're talking 47 miles per hour for Simi Valley, and it's pushing into the Malibu area. We're seeing gusts up to about 23 miles per hour. The good news is that for the Inland Empire, it's still pretty gusty, but we're not seeing it clock up here in our map. So we're going to gradually start to see the winds shift, but it's still going to be a breezy day here, especially for downtown LA. We're looking at high above average because of these offshore winds. Our average normally should be in the upper 60s. We're talking low 70s today. So with our next weather forecast, this is what we're watching for. As we head toward the afternoon, the Santa Ana winds will begin to relax, but we are still dealing with some of the driest air we've seen all season. So that's going to keep our humidity levels down to single digits through Thursday. So even though these Santa Ana winds will start to relax, we'll see some weaker winds on Wednesday. We could see another round of winds as we head into Thursday. And so that's why fire weather conditions will continue once our red flag warning expires later today. Here's a look at our current conditions. Wind sheltered areas, just like what we saw yesterday in areas like the high deserts, will remain below freezing, not just today, but also as we head into late tonight into tomorrow morning. So that freeze warning continues until 9 a.m. and then it's going to be reissued again as we head into the overnight hours. But this is where you're seeing those winds. This is why we're seeing a lot of the greens here on the board. These are where we're seeing those temperatures warming up because of those really strong winds drying out our atmosphere even more. So we have mid 40s for Fullerton, low 50s for Simi Valley, mid 50s for Malibu. But let's talk about how dry the air is. As I mentioned, some of the driest air we've seen all season. So dew point is another good form of moisture measurement in our atmosphere. Normally we should be in the mid 50s and it feels normal, feels just right. But you can see now we're down to 17 below in Big Bear, 3 below for San Bernardino, 3 below for Palmdale. So if you feel it is really dry, this is the reason why. Those winds, those offshore winds just continue to dry out our atmosphere even more. So when you pair that with the dry vegetation, with the lack of rain we've had all season, and then we also looking at those gusty conditions, that's why the red flag warning has been issued, because if a new fire were to start, it could spread really fast. High wind warnings continue through the afternoon for LA and Ventura County and the Inland Empire and Inland Orange County. But temperatures are also going to stay warmer than normal for the next few days. But here's a look at what happens with the wind. So those gusty winds over Santa Clarita begin to relax, and then we finally get down into the teens as we head into late tonight. For the Pacific Palisades, we'll probably see just some gusty winds, nothing like what we saw a couple weeks ago, but look at that. It really starts to feel a lot better as we head into the latter part of the morning. Same with Altadena. We did see the breezes yesterday, but again, nothing compared to what we saw a couple weeks ago. And so we're just looking at a few light winds here and there. Again, winds will relax as we head into Wednesday, and then we could see another round of winds on Thursday, really warming things up. So we'll have temperatures going up into the 80s for LA and Orange County, and then finally some much needed rain right now. We're looking at that chance increasing as we head toward the weekend. If we do see rain, about a quarter inch to half an inch. And then for the valleys, low 80s also by Thursday, then dropping down into the low 60s by the weekend. Back to you.